This is India's best-selling scooter. Over 2 million Indians last year brought one home. No, we missed something. Which is crazy because I can't see a single reason why this should be so popular. Or why you should buy one, come to think of it. And honestly, the more I rode the Activa, the deeper into this story I went. I think it's not Honda's fault. Let me explain. Honda will continue to make what is successful. The biggest reason is because apart from the shine, nothing else has worked. This is all they've got, and that's for 2 decades now. Make all the 3G, 4G, 5G, 6G, 7G jokes you want. It's what's going to happen again. Next, if Indian scooterists have this low in expectation from their scooters, a customer survey-oriented company like Honda, they will give you the Activa 6G. If 2 million of you had decided that the Activa should be able to do somersaults, by now it would have been able to because Honda is awesome at engineering. But if you say what was cool in 2001 is cool enough for 2024, you'll get the Activa 6G. If you don't want change, it's certainly not coming. I would love to say that the Activa's design has come a long way. But between this meek and inoffensive design and the need to stay firmly rooted in a safe place, the 6 generations of the Activa, they can be hard to tell apart. Yeah, like a Porsche, sure, why not? Along the way, we did get a few updates like the LED headlight, which is excellent at saying hello to the Chandrayaan and not very good at anything else. This metal body, there's not much to discuss here. Let's move on. Honda enjoys a global reputation for quality. The thing about reputations though is they're based on the past and reality can have changed in the meantime. This is strictly an average quality scooter. I'll give you 3 examples. The push to cancel indicator on this, it doesn't cancel until you push it a few times. Our test bike has 1100 kilometers on it and the rider's seat foam, it's already fading and the paint scratches a little too easily. Wow, this is Honda quality. The little engine in the Activa is the least changed part of this whole lot, and I think that's a good thing. This is an enduring, resilient, likable engine. It's as old as a fossil and as reliable as a potato. It makes its performance smoothly and honestly there's not a lot of it. And the silver lining to that is it's great at giving confidence to new riders and to those who struggle to accept the chaos of Indian traffic. And if you do get past 40-45 kilometers an hour, between the momentum and the performance, you do get to the top speed quite easily. If you ride peacefully, fuel economy is good, and like on most scooters, the more aggressively you ride, the more the economy takes a nosedive. The Activa is an appliance. It's not meant to be exciting, and on that front, Honda have nailed it. Now, it took Honda nearly 20 years to bring telescopic forks to the Activa, which was launched in 2001 with a link-style front end, which in 2001 was obsolete. Think about that. On the same time frame, we went from dial-up internet connections to the dawn of the age of artificial intelligence. And the Activa's rivals, they've had telescopic forks for nearly 20 years now, and most of them are better than this. But let's not get carried away. The Activa has a simple job to do, and it has a to-do list. When a left appears, go left. When a right appears, go right. When a bump appears, slow down. And when the light turns red, stop. All of these, the Honda does competently. With all the enthusiasm you'd muster if your partner or mom gave you a list of groceries to bring home. I suppose my favorite part is the feature list which so befits the runaway market leader. The Activa gets, the fuel filler cap is no longer under the seat. And for 6,000 rupees over the top model, you can have the EdSmart keyless fob, which adds your gas stove's knob back to your scooter. And it functions about as well as a Japanese person if you suddenly change plans on them. EdSmart is fiddly, unintuitive, it's not a great user experience. Honestly, the smart thing to do, avoid it. I'd love to discuss the Activa's ABS system with you, but that can't happen until disc brakes arrive, and we believe Honda's saving that for 2026 for the 25th anniversary special edition Activa. Where Honda does get it right is the after-sales service experience. The network is massive, service stations can be crowded, but Honda turns these scooters around pretty rapidly, so it's mostly hassle-free. You'll visit them 2 times a year, 6,000 kilometers apart, and including an oil change, you'll usually spend under 1,000 rupees, and the annual maintenance contract, it can reduce costs further. For whatever reason, if you don't like Honda service, there's a legion of mechanics outside who can fix and service the Activa inexpensively. Warranty is 3 years and 36,000 kilometers, which is fine, but you can buy extensions all the way out to 10 years and 84,000 kilometers. That is crazy. By now, you know that this is a depressing story. The Activa has been eclipsed by its rivals parameter after parameter, and to me, that's exactly how it should be. No surprise, and I mean that exactly. Because Honda is trapped between their need to protect their primary bread earner and the lack of expectations from the Indian customer. The competition can move forward, and it has. That's why you get better economy, more design, more comfort, better prices, and so on and so forth. There's a range of scooters out there that outperform the Activa, and none, despite, can match the Activa's sales or resale values. One of the most popular reasons to buy an Activa is that it's easy to sell off later. That's the power of word of mouth. And there's a lot of it about, as Pink Floyd sang. They'll tell you Honda makes quality products. They sure did. They'll tell you Activas just run, and mostly they do. They'll tell you buy an Activa, no justifications are required. Fair enough, sheep also follow their leader asking no questions whatsoever. But this is 2024. That is about to turn 25 years old, looking not a day older, which for a human being would be an achievement. For a product, it is terrifying. You could also extend that analogy to the entire scooter market, which today is roughly 1 of 3 two-wheelers sold. If premium motorcycles are all about choices and experiences, the scooter market is watching grass grow. A good metaphor for this is the LED headlight on the Activa. It never really lights up the road, and it successfully blinds almost all incoming traffic. And that's where we are at with the Activa and the scooters. Honda can't see a way forward for the Activa, and the Activa's success, it blinds all its rivals.